Hi, I'm Kelly Pearson and I'm a chiropractic physician for the past 35 years, and I'm here to show you a simple, effective stretch that takes less than 4 minutes to influence your entire body. Many of my patients tell me they don't have time for stretching, it hurts, it never works, they don't want to get on the floor, they don't want to change their clothes. And I understand that because I think largely stretching has been ineffective. When I was in high school 45 years ago, they told us, do not bounce. But what we've come to find out is that actually a little therapeutic bounce, as long as it goes just to your soft edge, it's quite useful. So this is predicated on a 2-bounce protocol. And you're going to see that I'm going to take your body through all ranges, the front and back of your body, the sides of the body, the front and back of the legs, the front and back of the hips, and your shoulders. And again, in less than 4 minutes. Now there's a reason I'm wearing these jeans to demonstrate that you can wear them in any tight or snugly fit clothing, and shoes on or off, it really doesn't matter. So let's begin. I'm going to show you this protocol, and the reason I'm really excited about this is if I can do this today, I should be able to do this when I'm 90, barring any significant injury. And my patients who learn this work actually tell me they're staying out of harm's way and they're not having as much difficulty with pain or stiffness. And over time, it just gets better and better. So let's learn how to use 4 minutes a day to make a big difference in your life. So we're going to start with flexion. And everything is done 3 times and to the opposite side right afterwards. And you'll see as we flow. It's extremely organic and actually very easy to commit to memory. So let's do forward first. So I'm going to come down 1, 2. Now let me just say, you may come to here. And the second one might be there. The point is you're just letting go a little bit more after that first one. So let's do it in threes as we discussed. 1, 2, and now hands on the buttock. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. 1, 2. We're going to do this again one more time. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Again, that should not be done into pain, and it should feel comfortable. The next one is your feet stay shoulder width apart, and you're reaching up to the ceiling. 1, 2, 1, 2. Just a little diagonal effort. 1, 2. Good. And 1, 2. And last one. 1, 2. And 1, 2. Fantastic. We've done fronts and sides. We're going to rotate. 1, 2. Now your head just goes along with. 1, 2. Don't effort too much with your neck. 1, 2. And my hands are staying about chest height. 2. Last one. 1, 2. Notice my knees are bent and I'm pivoting. I want to bend my knees to protect my back. This is the same thing except one hand is anchored at a time. Watch. 1, 2, 1, 2. This really does a nice job of opening up the pecs, the front of the chest. 2, 1, 2. And again, the head just follows. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Now let's do arms overhead. 1, 2, good. Arms straight if you can, and notice that one side is probably a little stiffer than the other. Over time, that'll get better. 2. Again, not into pain. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we're going to start focusing on the legs. We're going to do the back of the thigh, the hamstrings. Now look, my toes up, and this knee is going to bend a little bit. So I can, when I come down, and I bend, I'm bending at my hip. It's 1, 2, that's my hamstring I'm getting. 1, 2, a little hop in between. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me caution you, if you round your back, you won't feel it. Chest up. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's the back of the hamstrings. Let's do the inside. This is very simple if you just think about 1 foot forward, 1 foot 90 degrees, and the 1 foot that's forward, you're going to bend that knee, and you're just going to be moving to get the stretch here. Move this way. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2. This might be the hardest of the movements, but once you get it, it's easy. 2, and again stretching. 1, 2. Your adductors. Last one. 1, 2, good, and then 1, 2, fantastic. Now let's get your calf, the back of your calf. So the point is here, this knee's bent, but not so bent, it's not in front of your toe, it's just right over. And this, you're far enough spread so you can't quite get your heel down, but it's an effort. So it's 1, 2, hop, 1, 2, very good. 1, 2, 1, 2, again, 1, 2. If you're not feeling it, it's because your gap isn't big enough. Okay. Now we start the series where you're standing on one leg. If you feel like you don't have balance, grab something or lean against a wall. If you can focus on your balance, think about putting your weight on your great toe, your little toe, and your heel. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. And again, repeat this, 2, 1, 2. It's so surprising how people stop doing this movement when they develop hip and knee pain. Now, the hip. Hang on to the outside, pull up, 1, 2. And again, you may have to do this. That's okay, do what you can, 1, 2. You may absolutely need to stand, 2, in the wall, on the wall, 1, 2. I've added one more recently that I think is quite useful because it opens up the front of the hip. You bring this up as high as you can. Again, you may be down here. Whatever you can do. And if you're needing to be against a wall, that's fine too. So you're going to go 1, 2. This one's a little bit more challenging, and oftentimes I like to grab balance just because my hips are stiffer in this direction. This is a new addition to the program for me, and this will get easier like everything else has. And then the next one, 1, 2. Great. And so now you have one more thing in your quads. Hang on if you like. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. And 1, 2. And then one more on this side. 1, 2. Fantastic. And 1, 2. Great. Very last thing, you'll notice I haven't stretched the neck, largely because I think the neck becomes flexible if the rest of the body becomes flexible. I'm not a big fan of just stretching the neck. Once you get your body to let go, your neck will start to let go. So what I do now is what we call around the world. So you're going to go down comfortably, over comfortably, and you're just going to try to eke your body around. You may feel a little stiff, a little discomfort. Don't go into it. A lot of pain by any stretch of the imagination. And you're going to come up and we're going to do the other way. 1 in one direction, push through your stiff spots, and then go the other direction, the other direction. Okay? So you can do that 2 or 3 times, whatever you like. The point is, you really never let your neck, you don't have to put your head through a range of motion to get the value of this movement. So, every morning you get up, you drink your glass of water, you hydrate your body, you take some deep breaths, make your coffee or your tea, whatever you choose, and do your stretches. And in the course of 4, 6, 8 weeks, your body will be dramatically different and you will get more and more flexible, which means you're less prone to injury, you're going to live longer with fewer injuries, and just be a lot happier, generally speaking. So, welcome, and if you have any questions, you can contact my email, which is listed below. Thank you so much.